Hey everyone, Zia here again, and I wanted to discuss the topic that's hitting the world the hardest these days, and that's Israel and Palestine. I remember when I was a kid and I would be told that if you could go back in time and change something in history, what would it be? And I distinctly remember that my response was I would go back in time and eliminate Hitler so that the Holocaust would never happen. Because reading the diary of Anne Frank, learning about World War II and the systematic destruction of the Jews was horrific. It was beyond words. It didn't seem real. When I read it, when you see the pictures, you think that how was this allowed to happen? Everybody was shocked. Then and now, Hitler, systematically went from country to country, gathering up all the Jews and eliminating them, putting them into concentration camps, ripping them out of their homes, taking away their businesses, taking away their property. And sadly, isn't that exactly what's happening now? Not only is the Israeli government, but the Israeli civilians are ripping people out of their homes, beating them on their own property, killing them, putting them in cages, arresting them for no reason, and torturing them. Just almost identical to what Hitler and the Nazis did during the Holocaust. When we studied the Holocaust, we said never again. It wasn't just a slogan. I thought that we actually meant it, that never again. In 1942, Anne Frank was a child, hiding for her life. Her only weapon was her pen. Her diary survived, but she didn't. Today, Gaza has become the attic. Children hiding in collapsed buildings and in deep underground bunkers, tunnels, in fear, possibly jotting down notes in their notebook, writing songs, talking about their sorrows. Anne Frank, she was a part of the people that the Nazis called vermin. And what's happening now? Isn't that the exact terminology being used for the Palestinians by their oppressors? Anne Frank once wrote from the shadows of an attic, hiding from people who wanted her and her people erased from existence. Her words, innocent, fearful, hopeful, have echoed through time as a reminder of what happens when the world looks away. Today, tens of thousands of Palestinian children are hiding too, in bunkers and tunnels, in shattered buildings, their childhood buried under rubble, their voices muffled by airstrikes, and their lives endangered by a system designed to erase them. This is what I'm talking about today. I don't want to compare their pain, because it's not possible to compare the pain of one person to another. But what we can do is recognize patterns. Because when civilians, especially children, are haunted, dehumanized, and systematically destroyed, we owe it to history, to humanity, to speak up. What Anne Frank feared is what so many Palestinian children are living today. And just like before, the world is watching and many are silent. Today is when we should break our silence. Don't wait until this is over. Don't wait until this is part of the history books. Now is the time to do it. Act. Speak up. I've had many friends in the past year or two mention to me that, man, some of the posts that you're posting are crazy. Are my posts crazy? Or is it crazy that you see my posts and you see what's going on in the world and you absolutely ignore it? I have many, many Christian and Catholic friends that have told me that it is a Christian's duty to serve Israel, to serve the Jewish people. But you're serving a religion that considers you not human or subhuman or a lesser human. Christians can't even mention the name Jesus Christ in Israel without being beaten and arrested and thrown out of churches and thrown out of Christian areas. Hindus have traveled from India to go show support and solidarity to Israel. And they've been ridiculed and beaten and disrespected and told that we don't want your support. Just recently, I think it was maybe 2 days ago, the last remaining Catholic cathedral was absolutely demolished by IDF forces. They drove a tank through a church. They have severely wounded 2 people and killed a priest. Does that not show you? There's a giant cross on the building. They didn't confuse it for a mosque. They've demolished so many mosques. It wasn't a mosque, it was a cathedral. But you're still loyal to these people. I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense. I've had friends tell me or post, and they'll say, well, all the nations of the world have been colonizers. Why stop now? like as if that's okay. Like, because we've been doing it this long, we should continue. Well, slavery's been going on for so long. What's going to happen next? Are we going to continue slavery? Treating women like property had been going on for so long. What's next? Are we going to treat women like property? Just because it's been going on unchecked doesn't mean it should continue. As humanity, we should be growing. We should be learning from our mistakes. The Palestinian people allowed boatloads of survivors of the Holocaust to come to their country. And now they're going through their own Holocaust, their own genocide. Maybe just like America, maybe they should have built a wall. And now we're seeing the same thing. Now we're seeing the world slowly wake up. They're slowly starting to realize that what's been going on is horrible and is horrific, and we must stop it. But we're talking about world superpowers here. How is it possible? How do you speak up? Is speaking up enough? My heart is broken every day when I hear about classroom filled with children being bombed and killed. Videos and pictures, and then people just say it's fake, or they're sensationalizing, it's dramatization. This isn't real. It's all made up. Is it? Is it made up? I personally know Palestinian families that were displaced, kicked out of their homes, had to flee to other countries, just like what happened to the Jews during the Holocaust and World War II. You've got to speak up. In closing, I'll leave you with this. We failed Anne Frank by not acting in time. Today, we are being given another chance. Will we fail again? I hope this message meant something to you. And if it did, please share. Share with others. Tell them how you feel. Let's make a change. Take care.